You're live with the Gabby Show.
Gabby and Hope! We were gonna do that. We were really gonna do that.
We were really inspired by iCarly.
Wasn't it Miley?
Oh, the Miley and Mandy show.
Which I never actually watched. You were inspired by the Miley and Mandy show.
So, I don't know. Alrighty.
Alright, so I'm gonna start my questions. Yeah, feel free to talk as much or as little as you want. Okay. I just need to physically say that I interviewed a certain number of people.
Perfect.
Okay, so what kind of classes did you take in high school?
In high school, what do you mean? It was required.
No, I mean, like, did you take advanced or like AP classes?
Yeah, so
pretending I don't know the answers to these questions.
Yeah, so I started high school. I've always been in honors classes. Started with all honors. When it came to like AP classes, I took AP Chem, AP Bio, BC Calc, a lot of math and science stuff.
Did your parents encourage you to take these classes?
I guess so. But it was more like my brother and my older sister both took them, so I just kind of did the same thing as them. Instead of like taking history or English.
Was there any high school teacher that was particularly like encouraging or impactful to you?
I'm trying to think of who our high school teachers are. I don't even remember their name.
Kyler was the big one for me, honestly.
She was our bio.
Oh, no, not bio. Wait. Fuck. What's the AP Chem one? Fitzgerald. No. Toner. Her. So, obviously she wasn't that big. I forgot her name.
She was really nice. Yeah, but I didn't like that. Who was our English? Who's my English? Oh no, this not really. No one was impactful.
Okay, that's fine. What extracurricular activities did you do in high school?
I did crew for 3 years. Did dance and cheer. I did fed challenge. I did. Did I volunteer in high school? Probably. I don't remember. That's so long ago.
What was your dream job when you were in high school?
I think I wanted to be a doctor until senior year when I took AP Chem and AP Bio.
And then what do you want to be after that?
A college student.
Why didn't you want to be a doctor after those classes?
Because they were hard, and I wasn't into them that much. That wasn't. No. We took AP Chem junior year.
Yeah. AP Chem was definitely junior year.
BC Calc. Oh my gosh, all worth is the worst.
We had a great time in that class. I don't know what you're talking
about. I
learned
nothing.
I don't know anything anymore.
What else did I take senior year? I took SUPA. I loved SUPA. I want to be a writer. I still want to be a writer. But like on the side.
Okay, so you said the big issue was your comp sci class, right?
Yes.
So when you were in lecture, if you didn't understand something, did you feel comfortable asking questions?
No, because first of all, he didn't give us time to ask questions. He just kept going. And then if you did ask a question, he would kind of have that attitude that like most of us like there are no dumb questions. That wasn't him. Like basically made you feel like it was a dumb question. But also I just felt like everyone else in the class also knew what was going on. So you know what I mean?
What made you think that they knew what was going on and they weren't just in the same place as you?
Because they didn't ask any questions.
Well, you also weren't asking any questions.
I know, but they also weren't like. So it was me and my friend Rachel in the class, and then the other girl sat next to me. And it was like the three of us just emailing each other about how lost we were the whole time. But we were the only girls in the class.
Okay. And how big was the class that you were the only 3 girls?
There were about 15 to 20.
Okay, so not that big of a class, but still.
It's like a general class size at Lafayette.
It's 20?
Yeah,
Do you not have lectures?
If you're in like a biology lecture, which I've never, like my econ classes, the like principal 101, maybe they're like 35.
Wow.
Yeah.
Small class sizes.
Mm-hmm.
So did you feel like you could adequately receive the help you needed? So were you capable of like going to your professor or going to help hours or anything like that?
We would go into his office hours, but they weren't exactly helpful, again, because he wasn't extremely approachable.
What made him not approachable? Sorry.
The fact that he would judge you based on your questions. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which like could be also just the way we interpret it. And then he, like when you would say like I don't understand the way you're explaining it, he'd be like, well, there's no other way to explain it. Either you get it or you don't. There's also like women in engineering, like a woman engineering group on campus, where like the women who are in science classes, they get together and try and help each other. And I went to that, but it was like it wasn't helpful because nobody still knew how to explain it. And then I got a tutor who had taken the class before. But I got the tutor, it was like more than halfway through the semester because the way that you get assigned a tutor, it takes a while because they have to find someone that can do it, that took the class, that knows what they're doing. I had such a crush on him. He was so good.
Classic.
But like he wasn't even helpful either because he would mostly just not do the work for me, but
like do the work for you.
Yeah, he wouldn't explain because like with computer science, it's a language, so you think it's kind of like you learn the concepts and then apply them. But I don't even know how to figure it out still to this day what computer science is. And every time I would ask for help, I just felt like I had to start from the basics because there's actually like no knowledge except system.println, and then it pops out what you said. But also it was like the idea of programming as a language, like I guess what really got to me was that I was trying to understand what was going on inside the computer, not necessarily just on the surface in the program. I was like, yeah, I get it, like you write that, but then like I thought we were gonna learn about how computers work.
Okay.
So
not just you write this and this is what happens, but like you write this and like this is what the computer does to make this happen.
Exactly, and that's what I wanted to learn about.
Mm-hmm. Or at least I don't know if those classes exist, or the comp sci classes I've taken were never really that.
Yeah, they just focus on the language, and I get it. But for me, I always like to know where things come from first, so I can understand why that's happening. Even like just a fundamental introduction, like this is where programming came from, but it like started right from type this in and then go.
Yeah. So, did you feel like you were treated differently than other students in the class?
I think me and my two girlfriends were treated the same, which is different than the guys in the class.
How were you treated differently?
I mean, it just goes back to that sentence that he said in office hours, is that men's brains are wired differently than girls, and that's why it's harder for us to understand it. And so it just, like, after he said that, which was pretty early in the semester, I just like you're sitting in class and so you're afraid to ask a question because you know he knows your brain is wired differently. So I don't know. It was just like very different.
And did he say that in lecture, or did he say that directly to you?
He said that to the three of us in office hours.
That just blows my mind.
Yeah.
That's so terrible. Yeah. Okay. So, has your dream job changed since entering college?
Yes. I want to be okay. Dream job is to work for the government, so like for like Department of Education, making policies, or maybe like one of those other departments that nobody really knows about.
Okay. Why did it change from like what it was previously?
Well, it just came from the classes that I took here. So like I came in undecided, but I had an idea that I wanted to do economics because when I did the programs that were based on economics in high school, that was really what I was passionate about. It was like labor markets and equal employment opportunities and things like that. So the classes that I took were all like based on economics, and then my electives were based on labor and quality. And then I found out that economics and policy are very interrelated because the way the government writes and creates policies is based on economic models. Those are theories of like, if you do this, if you make this policy, it's expected that this will happen, or this is what should happen.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so were you struggling to complete the assignments in the comp sci class itself? Like, were you struggling to keep up with the pace of the class?
Yes, and because there was this one student, well, no, some of the students already knew Java and just had to take this class because it was a prerequisite and there's no like AP computer science credit that you can count towards it. So he was catering towards those students because he didn't want them to be bored, and he knew that they were computer science majors or electrical computer engineers. So, yeah, cannot keep up. The labs, I had someone do the labs for me.
So could you, like, with that faster pace, could you ask the professor or like anyone else in your class for help besides like your two girlfriends? Like, could you ask for help in completing the assignments besides, oh, you already answered this question with the tutor. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
and like one of the guys that already knew Java, he was the one that was also helping me with the assignments, but he would just do them for me when I would ask him. But then he had the same attitude as the professor. He's British. I don't really like him anymore. We're not.
How could you tell that he had the same attitude as the professor? Was it just like you would ask a question and like how could you tell that he had the same attitude?
It's just like you know the difference when someone's trying to help you learn and someone kind of acts like you're a nuisance and wasting their time with your question.
So, did you meet with the professor before withdrawing?
Yes, because we get a signature from him to withdraw.
Did he try and convince you to stay in the class at all?
No.
Okay.
What he did was he like brought up our grades and he was like, okay, if you get 100 on all the next exams, this is the most you could get out of like the highest grade you could get.
That's not very helpful.
And then he was like, let me know if you want me to sign it or not.
Okay, that's rude. So what would you? Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I said he's an awful man.
Yeah. What would you attribute as the reason for withdrawing from the class?
Poor instruction of the material. Because it's not impossible. Like computer science, anyone can do it as long as you're taught well. But it's also like, I don't know, I think programming is something that's self-taught a lot, which was also frustrating because I couldn't self-teach it to myself. Whatever, redundant.
Yeah, I definitely taught myself all the coding I know.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I definitely needed the assignments to know how to teach myself. But the lectures were useless. My lectures were useless too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you regret signing up for the class, or like not? Like, do you have any regrets? Would you have done anything differently? What would you have done differently?
I don't regret applying computer science. There are 3 different entry-level computer science classes you can take here, and I think I just chose the wrong one because my class is personal robotics, but there's a gaming one that's also an intro to Java, and I think that would have been a lot better. Because it's taught by a female professor, I believe. I heard she's also kind of mean, but this professor that I took the class with is like notoriously a terrible professor, but I didn't know that, so I was just a little freshman, and I didn't know what my professor was.
Okay. Those are all the questions I have. Is there anything else you want to say regarding like positive, negative, anything in between, just about your experience in STEM classes, like interacting with peers or professors?
There's a lot, but I don't know, because like in my Women in the Economy class, it's very frustrating because there's a lot of data that proves, like, it's just known that females are not in STEM dominated, like don't dominate the STEM fields.
Yeah, in this paper I did with all my research, like people are saying like, oh, the STEM gap is closing, but it's actually getting bigger in like most fields. It's just a lot of females are entering biology. And so biology is predominantly female now, but all the other fields are predominantly male, and they're becoming more and more male.
Yeah. Exactly. Or like they'll be in psychology.
What?
Or they'll be in psychology.
Mm-hmm.
Also
Yeah. Is
economics.
psychology counted in STEM?
If you, what else was it? Oh,
I didn't know if it was counted as STEM or humanities. It may be STEM.
I just assume if you're getting a BS, it's science.
Can you not get a BS in?
You can get a
I
BS.
never considered that because I can get a BA. I just didn't like. I could get a BA in chemistry if I wanted. It's kind of stupid, but
Well, yeah, I think you can get a BA in engineering studies.
Yeah.
Which is
So I didn't know if you could also get a BS in humanities things, but that I don't know.
I don't know. My professor like always pushes that like economics can be a STEM field. Obviously, those like math econ majors are STEM because it's math.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's so weird.
Yeah, I think I would consider like hardcore economics a STEM field.
What's hardcore economics?
No, I mean not like pub pol. I guess that's what I mean.
What's that?
Like actual economics where you like actually look at numbers and you analyze data instead of pub pol where you're just like, I don't know what pub pol majors study, but they never
Is that
do
public
that.
policy?
Yeah. Oh, do you not call it pub pol?
No.
Oh, public policy.
We don't have a public. We just have policy studies.
Oh, well, that.
That sounds funny. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna stop going live and then I'm going to call you back so we can actually hang out for a little minute without this.
Okay.
Bye.